Fresh, dopest podcast on the planet. You dig?
Hey, welcome, Tree Boy Fresh, the dopest podcast on the planet. Do me a big favor and subscribe to our channel. We running it back, keeping it 100,000 tonight. I'm with my partner in crime, Boss Boy.
I'm right the fuck here. You know what I'm saying? As I should be, as I always am. You know what I'm saying? Here to kick it to y'all. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Just coming off this Mother's Day weekend. You know what I mean? Got to show love to all the moms out there holding it down. Yeah. And all them mother figures who ain't really moms. You know what I mean? Them aunts, big mamas, and everybody else filling the void, man. It was y'all day, and you got your shine. But we moving on up to every mother but except for Aisha Curry. What's wrong with that woman, bruh?
Thirst?
What
Is
man?
the thirst
real?
The
thirst. First, it was the thirst trapping. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Let me break it down for y'all. If your man is well respected, a lot of real solid motherfuckers ain't gonna holler at you, bruh. And that's how it goes, bruh.
Yeah.
When you got a solid, respected man, you know what I mean. When a motherfucker boss up, his woman is prized possession. You know what I mean. Motherfuckers respect that. So she's on the. If you didn't know, so she's like, all these women are throwing themselves at Curry, and I wasn't getting no attention. You know what I'm saying? She felt some kind of way.
Him downstairs.
Yeah, and I was like, bruh, but you're dating a real boss, bruh. Like, well respected out here in these streets. Motherfuckers love him. Hell nah, you know what I'm saying? Even if other motherfuckers will speak on the shit, you know what I mean? Like, bruh, that's Steph Curry's life, bruh. You better fall back, you know what I mean? And then
I'd fuck though.
oh, for sure.
Man, like off top, like Aisha could get it. Like I didn't know she needed attention. I wasn't aware of all this going on. You feel me?
Bruh.
If it would have been brought to my attention on the low, then I would have had to be, you know, what I'm talking about doing my crossovers and all the shit too to get into the hole. That's just like Curry does.
Hey,
you feel
you
me?
wasn't aware of the math? The badder the bitch, the bigger the problems,
Man.
bruh. Hell yeah, she gorgeous, but she's depressed, thinking she's ugly. So on top of that, so she was feeling her depression. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was just trying to catch a face. No, not even like a, you feel me?
You know, she got
I wasn't looking at nothing long term or anything. I was looking for, you know, like a little playoff run, as to say. You know, she sounds familiar to her. I put it in terms she could understand. Just a little playoff run with your ass. That's it.
She had the botched boob surgery. So she was feeling about, you know what I'm saying? She had the baby. She was
uneven?
Yeah.
Oh, she was. It was a graph.
Hey, I don't
The
understand.
nipple graph, it was going up.
That plastic surgery shit, bro, is so crazy to me. These bitches be risking their lives to be beautiful.
Is it worth the crooked
Kanye's
titty,
mom
bitch?
died over this shit.
Is it worth the crooked titty?
Man, and there's some bitches out here, bro. They got reconstructed everything.
Man.
I knew this chick. She was like a cute little normal, you know what I'm saying? Not bad looking bitch. But she got her lips done, her butt done, her nose done. I don't know what. She unrecognizable. And I was laughing. I was like, bro, this don't
You were
even
like, man, at the end of the day, I was going out with a chin. Like, that was it. That was the realest thing on me. Like, everything else was
all
fake.
she had left
like,
was a chin.
Bruh, Mr.
And
Potato Head.
It's hella funny, bro. This bitch erased all the old photos off her Instagram of when she looked normal. Because I was like, that's not what she looks like. Matter of fact, because I seen her in traffic, she waved at me, and I was like, that chin looked familiar. I was like, she looked like way familiar, but I'm like, and then somebody was like, hey, did you see so-and-so? I'm like, that was really her, bro.
Then you start looking like Lil' Kim and shit. Then you start looking like Lil' Kim. Then you start looking like the live TV version of Beauty and the Beast. Y'all remember that? That ugly ass beast. Them bitches start looking like that when that Botox started, you know what I'm saying, doing what it does, but incorrectly.
I don't think weed is a gateway drug, but that Botox shit is a gateway surgery, bro. These bitches start off with the lips, bro. First thing they do, puff their lips out like they got socked in the mouth. I'm
it's
like,
crazy
bro.
because every bitch with big lips don't like their lips. Then you get these small mouth ass bitches, these Kylie Jenners, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I'm finna inflate these.
Overinflated. I'm like,
Speaking of Kylie, I took the L with your fucking man this past weekend on them damn Travis Scott. So, you know what I'm saying? Big fuck you to the sneakers app. You feel me? Y'all played me.
Man,
I was up.
Real.
I was up. It instantly said sold out. I'm tired of playing games with y'all.
So
make my own damn shoes.
It was a lot of diehard sneakerheads who couldn't get them motherfuckers, bro. I know a lot of people who tried and failed. You know what I mean? It was
I ain't
a
been
lot
pissed
of
about a
L's.
shoe in hell long. I was like, man, fuck, I really wanted it. Just because the resale was big.
Only 30,000. Hey,
Just because the resale
really,
was big.
hey, they predicted the resale at 600-700. They're reselling for
12,
1,000, 1,200. And I was one of them cats. I was gonna be like, man, I might just have to drop this 6 and bring it out on them. I ain't dropping no 1,200 on no Travis Scott. 600
I
per
ain't
shoe.
dropping. Nah, if I drop it, I'm picking it up.
600 per
It
shoe.
wasn't for them shoes. It definitely wasn't for them shoes.
Oh hell,
1,200? Nah.
They fly though.
But anyway,
They fly though.
the big lip bitches. Yeah,
Everybody been flexing
they
them on
shooting
their
it and
gram. I'm
everything.
like-
They shooting it in their ass. They got you know what I'm saying? The cheeks is off balance. The breast is off balance. I just want me a real woman, damn it.
Hey, you know what the new shit is? You know,
Hey man, the rib costs more than the chicken and breast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the breast and thighs. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? Go find you a rib.
but these fake booties, bro. I was in LA and I was like, man, it used to be the fake titty capital. Now it's the fake cake capital. And that shit be looking real weird, bro. If you got some little scrawny chicken legs, nigga, with a huge ta-thunk. I'm like, that shit ain't right, bro. That shit ain't right.
Yeah, that shit looks like cartoonish. Like she got
That's
animated
that's the
booty.
best way to put it. It look hella cartoonish.
Man, look at this.
It's just like the fake titties. Fake titties don't jiggle right, nigga. The fake booties don't jiggle
They
right.
taste
That
the
shit
same.
look.
No play.
Ooh, he said it all tastes like chicken.
Oh, fuck. Oh, nah.
Damn.
What's that? What else is big on the thing, man? We was talking about
The biggest shit is the biggest setup of the weekend was Rolling Loud, bruh. Where the largest hip hop festival in the world, Craig, in the world, you know what I
The
mean?
hip-hop police is there.
3-day festival. Man, besides that, all hell broke loose out there. Besides, yeah, it was like multiple arrests, you know what I mean?
Motherfuckers
Kodak
catching
Black.
cases.
Hey, Kodak Black, you know what he got arrested for? Lying on his gun application. Have you ever been committed of, you know what I'm saying, convicted of a crime? Have you ever? Nope. Doop. And in Florida, they gave him a banger. But then they went back through the application, was like, hold on,
As
you know
they
damn
should.
well,
I hope they going through some applications.
you know,
Shit.
damn, he needed to protect himself after talking shit about Nip, bro. He's like, I need a new thing, man, legal or not.
You got to do a background check on him. Period. He just seems off. He was like, man, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, sell him a gun. I think he's a little off. You know, I think
off.
Kodak's kind of slow. You feel me? He be weird.
He a little strange, bro. That Florida motherfuckers be a little bit weird though.
Yeah, every time you hear about news, it be a Florida man. And then it be some weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Florida man does this. Florida man does that. Florida woman. You're like, the fuck is in the water down there? And they don't go to court for like 90 days. You gotta watch out fuck around going to court in Florida.
So Kodak
somewhere.
didn't even make it to the performance. Wayne pulled out. Wayne was like seeing his shit. He was like, nah, a little too wild for me. I'm gonna go
I'ma
ahead and
dodge the
hold
case.
off. But NBA YoungBoy got in a shootout. They shot his bitch. You feel me? Shot his bitch.
Bodyguard.
Escalade pulled up on him. Brrr. Chick got shot. They arrested him after his performance.
But
So
the
he actually got to
bodyguard went
perform.
and smacked dude that shot at them. His bodyguard.
Yeah, it was alleged shootings. There was a lot of alleged shootings involved with
Man.
it. So I don't know if that was before or after. I think the bodyguard may have let off at somebody, and they pulled back around and shot at them. But motherfuckers are getting shot at
Very
left
eventful.
and right out
Very
there.
eventful.
And there's a rapper, I never even heard of motherfucker, AAB Hella Bands. I'm like, is he from the Bay? Boy, we the Hella Capital, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Hella Bands got hella holes in him, bro. He got bodied out there in the on Saturday night. So Rolling Loud was insane. Was that Chi-Town? Huh. He made it out of Chirac to get killed in Miami on vacation. That's some
Damn.
fucked up
That's
shit.
some fucked up shit right there. I get killed on vacation.
Rolling
Man,
Loud was
I'm
wild.
hunting the shit out of
Friday,
you.
listen to this shit. You know, everybody was scared because you know the Vegas that when the motherfuckers was shooting at the concert and everybody was running.
Yeah.
So they had an active shooter scare. So motherfuckers thought that there was people in the crowd shooting, and it created a panic and a stampede of motherfuckers trying to get out of there, running and screaming for their lives, but it wasn't nobody really getting shot. Bruh, that shit's crazy as fuck. I was watching this show. I'm not gonna show. I was about to do a spoiler, but I'm watching this show and this bitch get trampled, and I was like, that might be some of the worst shit ever. Motherfuckers stomping on you, you can't get up. You're just getting walked on by hella people until you get crushed to death. That might be one of the worst deaths ever, bruh. Getting crushed by a bunch of drunk people at the Rolling Loud concert,
You just
bruh.
go out like Mufasa. You just get thrown off and just stampeded over.
Damn.
That's cold.
Why you gotta bring
Shit.
Mufasa up? Hey, new Lion King's coming out though.
Shout out
That's
to
my
the
guy.
Lion King, huh?
My daughter's a Leo, so I'm like, she's my little lion. She's like, you're the Mufasa. And that motherfucker got stomped out. He got
Yeah.
severely stomped out.
That's cold. Especially the motherfuckers that be like, this is my first concert. You get stomped out.
So the
Damn.
Rolling Loud shit,
I hate fucking concerts.
I don't even know if so there's gonna be the next ones in LA. I feel like I almost gotta be there.
No. I have to see this up close.
Yeah, I'm
He like that animal dude. Look,
I
this
gotta
is the
see
King
this shit in
Cobra.
person,
Most
bruh.
venomous snake. Let's get a closer look. Like, hell no.
That shit's coming up in a month or two. I feel like I got to get that shit booked, bro. That might be like one of the must gets too. I'm like, hold on. Motherfuckers is dying. Hey, I swear, when a sideshow used to be real big, that's how it'd be. I'd be like, man, somebody's getting smacked out there tonight. We got to go.
It's going to be something out there. And
we got to hit Hagenberger, bro. 3 o'clock in the morning, best time.
Shit, you can hit Highway 12.
It ain't popping unless somebody dies. It ain't really big. It ain't really big. No, we smoking on these testers from Diamond Fire Grows, man. The folks over at Diamond Fire Grows
some wedding cake flying around this motherfucker. What was that one you said?
Wedding pie.
Wedding pie. That
right
shit
here.
smelled crazy.
Something different, huh? Something different.
Smell old school, like, you know what I'm saying?
Wedding pie. I don't know. I just got handed the shit. I'm like, I don't know. Sounds good. Never heard of it. I think it's a Jungle Boy strain, I believe. Man, I'll tell you what, C Junkie J Beezy, bro, he creates all the hot shit. A lot of the hottest strains right now, you know, your wedding cakes, your ice cream cakes, all the shit, that all came from C Junkie J Beezy. They really be popping them, you know what I mean? So if you don't understand how long it takes to bring a new flower, you know, motherfuckers like, how come they ain't got no new flavors? How come these motherfuckers don't got no new flavors? It's a long-ass process to actually bring on a new flavor, especially if you're like a cultivation that's already up and running. Say you're already running some, you know, notable strains. You got cookies and OGs popping. You want to try some new shit. First off, you're not going to blow out a big-ass room or a big-ass tray, devote hella lights until you know what you're working with. You know what I mean? Cuts, or you don't know if you got the right cut, the right seeds. So you run testers, which means you run 1 to 2 plants of each strain to see how it comes out. You know what I mean? Once you figure out, and that's 3-4 month process, you know, so you grow them out, you see which ones you like, you see their growing tendencies, and then there's a lot of variations. You might grow it, and you didn't grow it long enough, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, it takes a few grows for people to, you know, they're like, this motherfucker got to dial in, because some plants like more water, some plants like less water, some plants like more humidity, some plants like a gelato can't take any humidity. They're prone to mold with a little bit of humidity, you know what I mean? So it takes a while for him to get locked in.
Y'all better, man.
So first they run a strainers and see which ones hit. They give them to people, you know, people that opinions they respect, like me and you, to test them out and give them feedback and be like, these are the ones, or these aren't the ones. You know what I mean? And it'd be hit or miss. It'd be like, you know, and there's a lot of nuances in growing. You know, a lot of people think, oh, why don't you just cross this and that? Why don't you cross this and that? Because a lot of that shit doesn't create stable genetics. So you get plants that, you know, don't grow well, have deficiencies, have deformities. You can't just cross everything and then think it's going to be, oh, bro, you know what? If you took the Ghost Train OG and you crossed it by the 3 times crazy cookies, it would be the best thing ever. Why hasn't anybody ever done that? There's reasons why people haven't done that. And really, someone may have.
You're not that smart. Yeah.
Motherfucker, try it, but it'd be the trying to fail. Like, yeah, they didn't really catch on. And that's why some new strands do catch on is both gelato. It's supply and demand, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers love gelato, but there's not a huge abundance of it because it's difficult to grow. It's prone to powder mildew, you know, so not as many people have it, and that's what also helps to keep the demand up, you know what I mean? But then there's other strains like wedding cake, which is a beast. That shit grows like a monster, you know what I'm saying? You can give it to several different people and it's going to come out well. Like there's Diamond Fire has a wedding cake cut. He gave it to different people, and you see that, like, you know, they're all pretty dope. Some are better than others. You know, I grew it personally, crushed it.
For real. Nah, for real. It was fire.
You know, that's another thing. Good. There's a lot of differences. You know what I mean? If we all took, if me and Bloss got 2 plants, and we're told to grow this plant, when the plants were done, they would be look nothing alike. You know what I mean? Even though that it's the same exact genetics, like the conditions that this shit is grown in, the nutrients that is used is gonna change the plant. So you see some people, they got a dope cut. They give the cut to several different people. Motherfuckers think it's gonna be the same shit, but one person runs Canna, one person runs, you know, HG. It's gonna be a lot of different results. One person had a heating error. The other person got his climate locked in. It's gonna change things up a little bit. One person grew the shit for 8 weeks. One person grew the shit for 9 weeks. There's like a lot of variance. A lot of motherfuckers think that, oh, you know, the shit is real easy, and the shit, it's really an art. You know what I mean? Breeding and coming up with new strains is really an art. And as far as like the breeding is crazy, and then selecting, they do like a breeding process where they find pheno hunts. That's why you have the numbered genetics, you know, because we pop 10 beans. Mac 1, the first one hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why the Mac 1 is the Mac 1 because it was the first phenotype of the Mac Monster Alien Cookies. They ran different phenotypes. We just seen the Mac 10, and it was hella funny because I was like, bro, the Mac 10 should have been a 1 just because it's the Mac 10. You know what I mean? How could the Mac 10 not kill the Mac 1?
Yeah.
But so that's how you have different phenotypes and different strains and strands and there's a lot of variations, you know, that's why there's a lot of people. This ain't that real cut. This ain't that real cut. Like, it is the real cut, but it was just grown in conditions that you weren't used
Someone
to.
did it different.
So gave it a whole new spin, you know what I mean, a whole new take on the shit.
Man, them fucked it up. Why y'all done fucked it up?
For every degree over 75 degree your grow is, you're supposed to lose 10% of total weight. So if your shit is 76 degrees, if you would have had 10 pounds, now you only got 9. And that's how big little changes in the temperature can affect the grow. You know what I mean? Growing it's really an art. And that's why this designer weed craft cannabis costs so much, because it is really an art. There is really a lot of hard work and patience and into cultivating shit like this.
Patience like a motherfucker. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna happen overnight. You feel me? It's gonna be the last thing that happens. But shit, if you wait it out and get a green thumb,
Bro, that's why this shit ain't for me. I can't sit here and watch the grass grow. I literally can't sit here and watch the grass grow.
I'm not
like
growing nothing.
You know, motherfuckers like,
I don't even grow my hair.
Why don't you grow anymore? I never grew on a big scale, but I had some. You know, I always grew something. Actually, I lied. I was part of Big Grows, but you know, I worked at Big Grows, but I was, you know, they're like, bro, how come you know all about the shit? How come you don't do it? I'm like, because I'm not a motherfucking farmer, bro. Like I've done the shit.
I know what comes with it.
I'm capable of doing the shit, but is that what I want to do? No. Hell no. Especially with this, you know, all this new age growing. You spend a lot of time in your garden. If you want to have good weed, you got to spend a lot of time in your fucking garden. You know what I mean?
I'll be a trimmigrant for you.
Yeah, how the fuck? I don't want to be locked in one of these rooms tending plants. Hey, you probably
Weird
be
ass
A1
trimmigrant, little wook. He out there with my dreads and everything. Like, hey, get it the whole look.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Murder Mountain.
You think you can get the? How long is it grow? Long as you grew your shit out?
To my shoulders.
Huh.
Yeah.
You know, I was down the back. My shit was bang banging. I think I might have a few stray grays in there now. That's why I'm like, yeah, they keep covered up in this little cut,
graffiti.
bro.
I let it happen. I don't be tripping. You know, that shit comes with time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't made it there. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. You feel me? To all the great ones that left. You know what I'm saying? That didn't make it to OG level. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, you don't get stripes, you get grays.
Man, you get grays. You feel me?
Seasoning.
Y'all still bland. You feel me? You still need to get some of this.
I don't know. It's some motherfuckers that just be gray as fuck from stress and shit.
Oh, stress box. Yeah, some of them,
yeah,
look like a Raiders helmet. You like, bro, what are you doing? All that silver up on there. Like, damn. You're 20. No play.
Yeah, I might come with the Just for Men.
I seen some grays
in
in
the
the 20s.
Just for Men. Bounce my shit back. No, I'm just
Throw
kidding. I
the
don't think I
pepper
can
on
down
there.
my shit. That's that. They got that spray shit that makes your hair black that they be doing at the barbershop. I seen them
They be
motherfuckers.
trying to light up people's corners and shit. Yeah, that pepper. You know what I'm saying? They be hot for a day or two. You feel me? A night in the morning. But that second night.
Hey, like how Braun be having a hairline in game 1, but not for game 2.
Man, that should be like
this whole hairline.
that
Just
should be
changed between
labor
game
ready
1 and 2?
hairline. That should be there like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know what I'm saying? It don't be there all the time.
A little temporary hairline.
Sprayed in. Yep. You feel me?
That might be the move. Nah, probably not.
No.
I can't be graffiti in my hair.
Once I go gray, it's just it. I'm marking it like Polly and Jay Leno. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be out there and be happy with it. I ain't dying a damn thing. I'll get too extreme with it. I'll be out here looking like Hogan or something. You know what I'm saying? That like shit bleached out.
Bleached out banging, brother. You can do it. I believe
Yeah, man,
you can
I
do
did
it.
take a L on that motherfucking drop, man. I'm still mad at that. I know.
Got them foes though. I didn't realize I like the fours. I like the fours a lot. Actually, I did, but I didn't realize how big a demand that shit was. Like, and I got them on a fluke, and motherfuckers is like, oh, you got them. Oh, I was like, damn, I didn't think you didn't get them. You didn't get them. Am I the only one? But I will say this: the quality on these new fours, A1, bro. The last drop, I feel like.
What's that? Hold on, you just can't pull that out. Just keep. What you got there? What is over here?
Lemon cookies. This is the new lemon cookies. Diamond Fire Growth. This that new shit. You know what I mean? Don't tell me you tried this shit before, because I know damn well. You know what I'm saying?
Lie.
The grower got it. I got it. Y'all ain't got it. You can watch this.
Damn. That smell amazing.
This shit exotic though. This shit exotic. Ain't no, you know what I mean? It don't smell like no cookies to me, but it's something
like-
real exotic.
smell.
Yeah, you
It
ain't got
smell
this. You ain't got this, bro. You might get it eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
You
might get
smell
some of
that
this
minty,
eventually,
almost
but
that fake mint in the background, though.
yo,
you know
this
what
is
I'm
that real exclusive shit. You know what I mean? Like, if he decide not to run this again, we gonna be some of the few people to have ever experienced it.
saying? Yeah. Shout out Diamond Fire. Yeah.
And it's that new. Look, motherfuckers out they seats. They was like, oh, I wasn't trying to go on camera, but I gotta go check
Old
this
school
out.
silver haze type smell. Like,
That's
you know
what it
I'm
has some heirloom type shit to it. Yeah, it's definitely some new shit.
saying? Old school super silver. That shit used to be fire.
Super silver haze. I smelled some shit the other day. What he dude told me it was something, and I was like, "This is super silver haze, bro." He was like, "Huh?" I was like, "That's exactly what this shit is. That's
Smells
exactly."
just like it.
There was a lot of dope strands that all I was gonna say, all the strands that take long. It's a money industry. Time is money, so a lot of motherfuckers quit growing them, but. For the motherfuckers that really take the time and patience to grow some of these 10, 11-week strains and really grow them out, right, they're really the ones.
Fire.
They're really the ones.
Exotic as fuck.
And you don't see that, that super silver haze, that shit took 11 weeks to grow, so motherfuckers was phasing it out. They're like, nah, we just gonna fuck with some of these cushions and cooks that be 8 weeks, 56 days, these 56-day strands.
Yeah.
But that's what increases the rarity of this shit.
Nah, that shit definitely got a silver haze type smell to it. We didn't knock down this lemon cooks, this wedding cake.
Wedding pie, this wedding pie.
Yeah.
That's the wedding pie is what I'm smoking on right now. I think I like the wedding pie. I feel like
That cake is always good. They always got a good ass cut of that. Every time you come across that wedding cake, and I get my hands on it, yeah, they definitely Diamond Fire definitely got that shit on that wedding cake. But that wedding pie tastes great too.
both. I feel like the thing about wedding cake is dope. I really like it. Shit tests hella high. I like the flavors on it. I like the gas on it. But that shit is getting crushed because it's getting hoarded out so much.
I feel like with everything. Yeah.
That's back to the whole thing
everybody
about
wants something with cake.
or everybody got it.
Yeah.
Like, I got, and that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, bad cultivation can give a strain a bad name. Like motherfuckers is like, oh, I had that. That shit was trash. Was it trash or was it grown by a grower who was trash? You know what I mean? So I feel like the wedding cake, a lot of people have got the cuts. Cuts have gone out because it's such a good plant. It's spread a lot of places. So motherfuckers like, I tried that wedding cake. That shit was horrible. That was the wedding cake you had.
That
bro.
shit was divorce cake.
Yeah, because I've seen
That shit was not no wedding cake. That shit was not the one.
and that's what I think. After a strain becomes after a strain gains a lot of notoriety, after a period of time, it gets out to so many people that the cuts get watered down. Once you take a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone, every time it gets weaker. You know what I mean? So if you got a plant that was cloned and then cloned and then cloned and then cloned again, by the time somebody gets it, the genetics are watered down. Then they grow it and they're not that precise of a grower. And that's ladies and gentlemen.
Worse, right?
That's how you get trap cookies. That's the definition of how you get trap cookies. If you ain't know, trap cookies are like them B minus grade cookies that motherfuckers trap. They good for the trap. You know what I mean?
Exotics.
So I think cookies, motherfuckers be like cookies, because they don't see no dope cookies because it's been, so many motherfuckers grow the shit who ain't really got it like that. So they're like, oh, some people, they're like, that's not even exotic, bro, cookies. But to this day, some well-grown cookies is smashing on a lot of the new strains that's still out. You know what I mean? And bro, I got these thin mints that OG grower was like, yeah, we've had this cut of life for 12 years. This is real thin mints. You know what I mean? That shit was crushing everything. That shit was crushing everything in the vicinity. Right. I was like, man, you know what? To this day, that's why it gained so much popularity, because it was such a dope strain. Then it got watered down, and you got a lot of people growing it in untrimmed commercial grows. Next thing you know, you got trap cookies. But the actual true lineage of cookies, bro, I'm a cook head. You know what I mean? We the real cook boys out here. We fuck with the shit. So, but when you get that real cut that's grown to perfection, that shit's crushing a lot. There's not a whole lot of shit on the market I've seen that's really fucking with some real deal, well-grown cook. You know what I mean? That 41, I think the 41 is dope. I think that 41 is real dope as a strain when it's grown to perfection. Same thing. It's hard to find like a really well-grown.
That hella much too. That 41.
Oh, that's the thing. Crossing shit by gelatos and Skittles and cake is the next. Every new shit damn near is cut with gelato, Skittles, and cake. You feel me? I feel like 2 years ago, everything was cut with Cooks. Now everything's cut with gelato, Skittles, and cake. And there's all the Skittles. You know, Skittles has horrible bag appeal, bruh. Skittles yields well.
Tastes great, though.
Tastes great. Horrible bag appeal.
Tastes great. Good Skittles taste
Some
great.
motherfuckers is crossing it with, shit with good bag appeal to make better looking shit. You feel me? Like how them runts came out, bro. Like real colorful, good naughty nugs, But the Skittles itself, bro. First time I had some Skittles, dude, old hippie, not a hippie actually, old grower from Humboldt. He come through, he got the dope. He like
Mountain Man.
He like, this is real deal Skittles, and I'm like, and I smelt it, and I was like, this shit smells special. This shit smells special, but the look was horrible. I'm like, I don't know, B-. You feel me? So I tell dude, I'm like, this shit like a B-. He offended. He's like highly offended. He's like, bruh, this is the shit, nigga. This is real Skittles. You gotta smoke it. And I'm like, yeah, heard that fucking a million times. Just gotta smoke the shit. I'm like, all right.
Do I?
So I smoked the shit, and the shit tasted like real deal candy. I'm like, damn, this shit really tastes like candy. We get halfway through the joint, and I'm like, I'm loaded as fuck. I'm like, we just smoked half a little joint of this super flavorful ass shit. And it was the best tasting, smelling shit ever. But that shit did not look good at all, bro. That shit did not look good at all. And motherfuckers was like, I was like, yeah, it's him, but it don't look good. And the motherfuckers that knew was like, it's not supposed to look, it don't look that great. And I looked it up. Hey, it was hella funny on one of the internet reviews, right? It said, not known for having good bag appeal. And I was like, okay, because the ticket was high. You know what I mean? The ticket was high. And I was like,
what somebody going to do now? Every time they get some weed with no bag appeal, they going to be like, this some Skittles. Now that y'all just tuned in, y'all just stole that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, damn.
Yeah, but you can't fake the funk, though. The smell on that Skittles, the funk on that Skittles.
They're going to move. That's just going to be a one-time deal. It's going to be like the old school brick in the radio box. You feel me? It's going to be a one-time deal. Get up out of there. Skittles. Boom. Got you. It's going to be that fast. Y'all watch out for fake Skittles. After this episode, Freddie put y'all on.
Could have been the one. But that's the new crossing.
No bag appeal at all.
So everything is crossed with Skittles. I mean, gelato and Skittles, nigga, that's that shit. You feel me? That's that shit. It got the color and the density from gelato. It got the flavor and it got that blam. That's why that shit is up and running. I was going to say, it all comes down to cultivators too, because the runts is dope, but some of the runts, you know what I'm saying, weren't grown by the best, don't come out the best. And some of the ones be the ones. Canantique Farms is dope, bro. Their runts are sick. And that Sweet Tarts, remember we smoked that Sweet Tarts on the show?
That was exclusive.
That shit really smelled like a box of Sweet Tarts. You open a box of Sweet Tarts, that's what that shit smelled like. I was like, damn.
I like this lemon cook didn't taste too lemony, overbearing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I think that's the wedding pie. This is the lemon cooks I'm rolling up right now.
Yeah.
You rolled up a wedding cake. I rolled up a wedding pie.
Yeah.
And this is the new one.
What's this right here?
Oh, wait. I'm confused.
I see. That's why I'm like, hold on. There's been a lot of rotation.
See, I think this is the one we're about to taste right now. I don't know.
He said I'm lost. That's why I was like, hold on. What's been in the rotation? We got 3 bags down. That's damn near 4th bag open. This is what happens when you smoke too much weed on the reviews.
Yeah, but it was weed coming around already prior to the broadcast. Before we went live.
So there's probably Zookies going around there. There's a lot of
that white Zookies went crazy. Bro.
Yeah, that's some of that probably going around.
That might be the strain of the week was that white Zookies. We should have rolled some of that up for. I got a little bit tucked. You feel me? Just a little bit.
That got bag appeal. That shit hella frosty.
And smoke appeal, whole shit. That shit sat me down. That shit really sat me down. I was like, oh, I wasn't even ready for that. You know when you get so high, be fucking up your day. Like, okay, I planned on doing this and that.
That's one.
But now that I smoked that doink, I'm just gonna sit here for about 10 to 15 minutes and stare at my.
I gotta collect myself. Like, damn, that one kind of hit me pretty hard. Like, fuck.
That's one like that. Don't always happen like that, but
that's one of them afternoons. You can't wake up to one of them. That might start your morning a little bit later than you thought. You know, I'm like, okay, might have to step this back a little bit. This 8 might have to turn into 10. And that 12 might have to turn into 2.
You know what? I think I gotta start incorporating more sativas. You feel me? I'm from the land of the indicas where nobody likes sativas. And shout out to King Life. King Life be the sativa dude. This motherfucker be smoking hella sativas. I'm like, he like seek out sativas. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So, but it don't give you that little lull. You know what I mean? You know, you be kind of a little
In the
stuck.
couch.
You're still moving, but
Yeah.
you're kind of weighed down a little bit. I was like, okay, this motherfucker had me smoking on I think it was some Clementine, and I blammed it, and I was like hella lit, but hella active.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh. And then last week, I was like, man, I'm hella fucking tired. Why am I so fucking tired? Then I was like, might have been that zip of weed you just smoked in the last hour. You feel me? Like, damn, this shit is starting to get me too tired. So I'm going to have to start bringing these sativas back in to get that uplifting high. Keep
Oh,
me
shit. Something
motivated.
new. Throwing something new in this thing. Let's do it.
It's hard to find a good sativa.
King Life definitely do be coming with the heat, too, though.
He got it.
He got it. He got it. He stays with it. Catch him, you good.
That's how you know it's popping, bro. With this little ring of oil comes when you first light the shit. It starts dripping down the side of the shit. That's how you know this shit's really banging.
Hell yeah. We about to keep on these reviews, man. I think we tied them up for a little bit long, right? We're going to give them a dose next week. Might be 3 deep in here. If not, we still going to hold it down, man. You know, already know. It's your boy, Bloss Boy. You going to find me on the Instagram at Bloss Boy. And Freddie, tell him where you at, man.
2 G's until I cop these 4 G's, and then I'm about to be 4 G's.
Switch the name up. Yes, sir. Dopest podcast in the world. Don't forget to subscribe. Tune in next week. We're going to bring you some more shit, talk some more sneaker releases, talk some more current events. You already know. All right.